Hey, this is Jacob, and this is a quick video on my inking methods for Mythos Monsters. So let's go over the material list real quick. This is stuff I have enjoyed using over the past few months. Yupo Paper is something I've recently found, and I absolutely love this paper. It's a watercolor paper. It's kind of billed as being the first erasable watercolor paper. It's got a really neat surface to it that the ink just sits right on top of. It doesn't fade and feather on the edges like you kind of get on Bristol board. So I really love that paper. It's not very good with tech pens though. They don't tend to dry very quickly on it. I usually use a lot of cheap brushes, and I'm pretty hard on them and go through them pretty fast, but I've started using the Loew-Cornell brushes and really like those. They tend to hold up a little bit longer and hold their points longer. The ink, I use a 50-50 mix of Rapidograph ink and Speedball Super Black. I got started doing that back when I was working on Bristol board and just kind of kept using it. It's really dense, big, large areas I don't have to go over very many times, or usually don't have to go over a second time at all. Also, a little bit of white acrylic paint's good for adding highlights and cleaning up any small mistakes. Here you can see I've got a sketch, putting this on the light table. The image shows through really well with the paper. Usually these sketches for the Mythos Monsters have been pretty loose. I try and just kind of nail down form. This one I kind of went a little overboard and did a lot of the detail work. Usually I kind of leave the detail for the inking stage to keep it nice and spontaneous, keep that fresh energy about it instead of tracing it several times. Just going in, doing all the little details here. I'll kind of adjust things as I go, adding density and working on line weights and stuff as I go. This one's pretty straightforward because I do have so much of the detail already figured out, but like I said, I usually keep it kind of loose and really try and wrap the textures and shadows and stuff around the forms and just keep the sketch pretty much just for finding the form and how the creature is shaped and everything. I like to try and put a bunch of contrast in using heavy blacks and sometimes texture. Not a lot of crazy tricks here to the actual inking part. Hey, hope you enjoyed that. This is my first video on YouTube. Yay! I'll be posting more here soon, more process stuff. If you want to see it, please subscribe. And if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Thanks, guys.